We know that elements are pure substances made up of one type of atom which cannot be further divided. Now it's very important to know what is an atom. Atom is the smallest particle of an element which takes part in a chemical reaction. Now atom consists of three particles. So there are three subatomic particles: proton, neutron and electron. Protons are positively charged particle, neutrons are neutral, electrons are negatively charged particle. Now inside the atom, in the center, nucleus is present, which is very small in comparison to atom. Suppose if atom is the size of the playground, the nucleus is the size of the cricket ball. So huge difference between the size of these two. Protons and neutrons are present inside the nucleus of an atom, whereas electrons revolve around the nucleus in their orbits. So far 118 elements are discovered. Now these 118 elements are divided into metals, non-metals, metalloids and noble gases. Most of the elements are metals. Metals have 1 to 3 electrons in their outermost orbit. So what they will do? They will try to lose these less electrons from their outermost orbit, and thus they become positively charged. Example: sodium, magnesium, aluminum, these all are metals. Non-metals, they have 4 to 7 electrons in their outermost orbit. As a result, what they will do? They will try to gain electrons because they cannot lose 4, 5, 6, 7 electrons from their outermost orbit. So they will try to gain electrons. As a result, they form negative charge, thus becomes anion. Example: oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, sulfur, etc. Metals are generally hard, they are solid, exception mercury, which is in liquid state. Non-metals are solid and gases, again exception bromine, which is liquid state. Now some metalloids are also present in the periodic table. Metalloids means the elements which show properties of both metals and non-metals. Example: boron, silicon, arsenic, germanium, etc. These are metalloids. And finally, there are noble gases also. Noble gases means they are inert elements. They do not take part in any chemical reaction. Reason why they do not take part in any chemical reaction? Because they are stable, whereas metals and non-metals are unstable. To become stable, they have to lose or gain electrons. But noble gases are stable as their shells are completely filled with electrons, so they do not take part in any chemical reaction. There are total 6 noble gases in the periodic table: helium, neon, argon, xenon, radon, etc. Valency. Combining capacity of an element is called valency, or easy definition is the number of electrons lost or gained by the element is its valency. Now we all know that metals always lose electron because they have less electrons in their outermost orbit, whereas non-metals always gain electron because they have more electrons in their outermost orbit. Now for example, lithium, symbol Li, atomic number 3. Now if we distribute these atomic number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom is called atomic number. So this is atomic number 3. It means number of proton is also 3. And we know that number of protons are always equal to number of electrons. So it means lithium has 3 electrons also. Now these 3 electrons must be distributed in their orbit. How will we distribute these 3 electrons in the orbit? First orbit contains 2 electrons. Second orbit contains 1 electron. So since lithium has 1 electron in its outermost orbit, it will donate its 1 electron from the outermost shell to become stable. So how many electrons are lost by lithium? 1. So valency of lithium is 1. How will you define electronic configuration? Shell-wise distribution of electrons is called electronic configuration. Now this is given by the formula 2n square, where n is number of orbit, or you can say shell. If n is equal to 1 means first orbit, then first shell contains, according to this formula, 2n square, 2 into 1 square is equal to 2. It means maximum capacity of the first orbit is 2 electrons. If n is equal to 2, then second shell, maximum capacity of second shell is 8 electrons. If n is 3, then third shell contains maximum of 18 electrons. So this is the rule for distributing the electrons in their orbit. Now here I am writing first 20 elements of the periodic table with their symbol, atomic number, electronic configuration and valency. Hydrogen is the first element of the periodic table, the lightest element, symbol H, atomic number 1, electronic configuration 1, valency is 1, because it will take 1 electron to become stable, so its valency is 1. Helium, atomic number 2, so electronic configuration is 2. Now these 2 electrons will fit in the first orbit. It means lithium has only one orbit, and that one orbit is completely filled with 2 electrons, so its valency is 0. Neither it will give nor it will take electrons, so its valency is 0. It is stable, it will not take part in any chemical reaction. Third is lithium, symbol Li, atomic number 3, electronic configuration 2, 1. Again, it has one electron in its outermost orbit, so it will lose its one electron, so the valency is 1. Beryllium Be 4, 2, 2, 2 electron in the outermost orbit, so it will lose 2 electrons, so valency is 2. Boron B, atomic number 5, electronic configuration 2, 3. It will lose 3 electrons from its outermost orbit, so valency is 3. These all are metals. Boron is metalloid. Carbon, which is a non-metal, 6, atomic number 2, 4. 4. Now carbon cannot give 4 electrons. So what it will do? It will try to take 4 electrons. So valency of carbon is 4. Non-metals always take electrons, metals always give electrons. Nitrogen 7, 2, 5. Again, nitrogen cannot donate 5 electrons, so it will receive 3 electrons to become stable, so valency is 3. Oxygen, symbol O, atomic number 8, 2, 6. 6, it needs 2 electrons to become stable, so it will take 2 electrons, so the valency is 2. Fluorine, symbol F, atomic number 9, 2, 7, it needs 1 electron, so valency is 1. Come to neon, Ne, 10, 2, 8, first orbit contains 2 electrons, second orbit contains 8 electrons. Again, both the shells are completely filled, so valency is 0, neither it will give nor it will take any electron. Sodium, Na, Latin name is natrium, so symbol is Na, atomic number 11, 281, it will donate 1 electron, so valency is 1. Magnesium Mg, 12, 282, it will donate 2 electrons, so valency is 2. Aluminium Al, 13, 283, it will donate 3 electrons, it means valency is 3. Silicon 14, symbol Si, 284, it will take or it can share its 4 electrons, so valency is 4. Phosphorus P, 15, 285, now phosphorus cannot donate 5 electrons, so what it will do? It will receive 3 electrons to become stable, so valency is 3. Sulfur S, 16, 286, sulfur needs only 2 electrons to become stable, so valency is 2. Chlorine Cl, 17, 287, chlorine needs only 1 electron to become stable, so valency of chlorine is 1. Those who are receiving electrons, they are non-metals, and those who are donating electrons, they are metals. Argon, Ar, atomic number 18, 288. Now atoms are stable only because of 2 electrons or 8 electrons in their orbit. It has 8 electrons in the orbit, so again it is stable, valency is 0. It will neither lose nor gain electrons. Potassium K, because its Latin name is Kalium, atomic number 19, 2881. Potassium will donate its 1 electron, so its valency is 1. Calcium Ca, 20, 2882. Calcium will also donate 2 electrons from its outermost orbit, so its valency is 2. Means valency is the number of electrons given or taken by the element is its valency.